So I've been noticing that after the release of the Nightmare Mode trailer, a lot of people have been complaining that they're just reusing so many of the previous enemies. And I mean, to be completely honest, I get how they feel, as it took 3 years to develop Nightmare Mode or maybe less, and you would probably expect it to have a lot of unique enemies for that long development time. Just by watching the trailer, I'll name all of the reused enemies to give you an idea of it. X-Juggernaut, Grumble, Avatar, Purgatory, Revive Monster, X-Ordinal, VX Drone, Destructor, Eradicator Mark II Plus, Eradicator Mark 1C, Quick, Eradicator Mark IV, and heck, maybe even every single boss from this frame because it was used in the trailer. And if we're counting everything I just said individually, then that's a whopping 12 reused enemies, and there may even be more from everything we don't even see in the trailer. Now, I'm not gonna be the one to compare other TD games doing this because that's just dumb, but I do understand that some people are mad, but I have some reasons to see why this isn't necessarily that bad. Let's look at it this way. Point number 1. From a lore viewpoint, Dr. Xenon is sending her entire army to attack us as a last-ditch effort. Heck, we even knew that she had multiple copies of a bunch of her creations like the Predators, which explains why there's so many reused enemies. Point number 2. Reused enemies doesn't necessarily mean reused gameplay. Old enemies can still be put in new situations. The same enemy can feel fresh just because of how it's placed or how it's combined with the new enemies. Take for example the X-Ordinal. He was completely useless in the Expert Rework update, but now has time to be an actual threat if used correctly in Nightmare Mode. Point number 3. New mechanics. Even with the addition of reused enemies, there still could be changes to what they can do, just like how we can see that the Hunter will now be able to use a rolling attack, meaning that there could be a variety of new different mechanics that we don't know about yet. So overall, in my opinion, reusing enemies isn't really that bad, and that doesn't make TDX particularly lazy. It gives us a mix of old and new challenges from a lore viewpoint and from a gameplay viewpoint. At the end of the day, I'd say that it's all about how those enemies are used, not whether they're reused. Thanks for watching.